Tom, what is the latest in terms of what we're hearing this morning on this trade conversation?
Well, there's an element of surprise that China hasn't hit back with retaliatory measures straight away, but it did put out this statement, as you said, where it basically accused the US of being or acting like a bully on trade and saying that it would impact the markets, it would impact trade flows. China also saying in this statement, though, it would continue, despite these actions from the US, to open up its markets, to protect intellectual property, to uphold the multilateral trading system. Too little too late, some would say, in Washington. What we're also hearing from Reuters is that some US goods are being held up at port here in China, but as yet we haven't had this retaliatory measures pushed out from China. They had said that they were going to hit back with their own 25% tariffs on $34 billion worth of US goods.
Yes, indeed. So that's the top line. That's what they told us they would do. This morning they've reiterated that they'll do it, but given us no timetable. Could this be days, weeks? How is China expected to respond then, Tom?
Well, it would be very surprising if they didn't match what they've been saying in the months leading up to this, that they would hit back tit for tat, blow for blow is the way they have described it to officials and the state media. So it may just be a matter of hours away. We've got a foreign ministry briefing at around 3 p.m. local time. We may get some more details out then. What China has said is they would target particularly imports of soybeans, pork, and also autos from the US. Interesting that Ford came out with a statement earlier today saying that its Lincoln model, the luxury brand that it exports from the US into China, about 80,000 units last year, that they would not raise prices here. Interesting also that we know from Lincoln that they're looking to build their own production facilities here in China, possibly to mitigate some of these concerns. There are also, of course, longer-running concerns about what happens should Trump go ahead with these threatened additional $200 or $400 billion of retaliatory tariffs later on at a later stage, particularly US corporates operating here in the Chinese markets. We've heard statements out from the American Chambers of Commerce saying that no, there wasn't a level playing field here in China, but they are deeply concerned by these actions from Washington. Also, the US-China Business Council saying that they are already seeing US corporates change up their supply chains as a result of these tensions, saying that the uncertainty is already having an impact and that US companies don't know how this unfolds from here or how it ends, and that is a key concern.